What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for all the support in the past month. It's crazy to think that I was at about 200 subscribers and now I'm at 71,000. That just blows my mind. So I really appreciate that. And with that out of the way, let's get right into this video. This video is going to be a story time about the funniest thing to ever happen at my dealership. Now, at the dealership, there's a lot of things that happen that are crazy, funny, just outright, ridiculous. But I think this one takes the cake. And for the privacy of some people, I am going to be using fictitious names, but everything in this story actually happened. Now, this story starts the day before Thanksgiving. As a car salesman, the day before Thanksgiving is very important because that's when a lot of people are showing up. On Thanksgiving Day, it's super dead. Nobody's coming to the dealership. Everybody's with their family. But the day before is insane. So we're selling cars left and right. Now our ordering manager, let's call him Kyle, gets a request from the Ford dealership across town to dealer trade for one of our vehicles. Now a dealer trade is when a dealership trades another vehicle and the vehicle that they're trading is equal value. And so it's pretty much like a swap, right? You give us your car, we'll give you our car. Now, at the time that dealership that we traded the vehicle for, a lot of our guys that used to work with us went to go work over there. So we were kind of at war with that dealership. And I don't even think war is the right word to use anyways, because at the end of the day, I was there to do my job. Some guys just took it way too seriously. And one of those coworkers, let's call him Ike, had the most to say about this, and he was the most pissed about it. Now, Ike was a great salesman. He was the type of salesman that could say out-of-pocket shit to a customer, and they won't even get mad, And as a salesman, that's super strong, being able to talk to any customer in any situation. But as a coworker, he is not to be trusted. For example, I could be talking to a customer and, he would see him and be like, no, I was talking to that guy. And then he would just go on his phone, press on a random text message, and just scroll right through it real quick so you can't see who he's talking to. And be like, yeah, no, look, I was talking to that guy. So he was really like a put together type of guy who would just put shit together and then show you that he was in the right. Now, on the same day that Kyle dealer traded the Bronco Sport, Ike said that he had somebody looking at it. And again, when Ike says that, he's either lying or he's just going crazy. In this situation, he was going crazy. He starts accusing Kyle of being a traitor and dealer trading to our arch enemies. Mind you, Kyle, before he dealer traded the vehicle, did his due diligence, looked into our CRM, which is a software, the customer relationship management. It pretty much gives you an insight into every person that has put a lead into this vehicle, has called in about the vehicle, or has had any online or in-person interaction with the vehicle. And he found that this car has been sitting for so long that it's about to have a birthday. Nobody has called in for it. But apparently Ike has a customer on it that he didn't want to let anyone know. So after calling Kyle, the trader, he starts blowing up all of management's phone numbers and is telling them how dare they let Kyle dealer trade his vehicle, and proceeds to call all the management traders. Now Ike, instead of spending time with his family on Thanksgiving Day, he decides he's going to go on the general manager's Facebook page of the dealership across town and goes on one of his pictures of him with his kids, his wife, and him taking a picture in front of their Thanksgiving feast, and comments, gay, loser, 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 like just in succession of one another. The manager over there is just stunned. He's like, what did I do in this situation? But after that happens, he starts threatening Kyle and telling management and everyone that he's gonna beat the shit out of him, and that the next day he sees him, he's done for. So somebody reports him to HR. I don't think it was Kyle, because he did blow up everyone's phone and telling them that he's gonna beat the shit out of Kyle. But HR is talking to him and is telling him, hey, did you tell Kyle that you're gonna punch him in the face? And he straight up tells them, yes, I did. Of course I did. So HR goes, you can't tell people that you're going to hit them at work. Now, this is the first time that you've been in this situation and gotten in trouble like this. We're going to let it go, but go back to work and don't talk to Kyle. So he goes, yeah, I'll go back to work to punch Kyle in the fucking face. So HR tells him to go home. They didn't fire him at that point, but they were pretty much telling him, like, you need to relax. We're not going to have you at work. You need to go home. And so he goes home and proceeds to send in a roach as a final screw you to the dealership. Now, a roach is a customer that comes in to the dealership. They can't get approved. They either have bad credit, they either have no money down, or something along those lines that the bank just won't take them. You can send them to every bank there is, and they're all going to decline this person. But this was no ordinary roach. This was Rhonda the Roach. Everyone in the dealership knew who Rhonda was. The only people that didn't know who Rhonda was were new salespeople, because all they did was see a customer. But people that have been there for a while just saw her as a waste of time. Now, one of the new guys decides to go and talk to Rhonda and see what car she wants. Now, she's looking at an Escape. Also, Rhonda, every time she comes into the dealership, it's never just her. She's always with like 4 or 5 kids. And when I say kids, I mean grown-ass men. Like, they're all in their 20s, 24, 25, 26. And they all live in the same trailer park. Now, after the salesman shows Rhonda the Escape, he then goes and does the numbers with her. Now, our manager gives a crazy number for this Escape because he just wants her to leave. Like, there's no way that even if we showed her a crazy number and we sent it to a bank, they will just say, okay, declined, we won't approve this. Doesn't matter what the number is. And so one of her men is bent over the desk looking at these numbers, and you can see his full ass crack. And so one of our employees decides to take a picture of this guy's ass crack and sends it to Ike. And Ike takes that picture and sends it to Rhonda. And you gotta understand that the only reason why Rhonda is there in the first place is because he texted her, we can get you approved today, come on down. And so now Rhonda has a picture of one of her son's ass crack on her phone. And so she's livid. She's super mad. And management is freaking out. And so ultimately they decide to let Ike go. And Ike calls the owner of the dealership and tries to bargain with him and goes, I'll come back on one condition if you pay me $15,000. The owner just goes, I've already fired you. I don't need to pay you anything. So he goes, okay, fine, $10,000. So he's actively negotiating to get his job back. And the owner just hangs up the phone on him and says, this is ridiculous. We're never hiring you again. And that's the story. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. And if you want more stories like this, just leave a comment and I might make another one.